Hi everyone, my name is Raf. I'm co-founder of Mad Travel. Pardon the background, making this for you all the way from Zambales because we just finished the program um, to support education here. So today I wanted to talk to you about how you can make a difference just by saving seeds, right? And just a little background about myself. I'm an entrepreneur and I've devoted most of my life into really working for people and planet, specifically with indigenous communities and farming communities. So the story I want to share with you is related to climate change, where we are, as a country, one of the most vulnerable in the world. You know that we get a lot of storms. And so one of the things that triggered this is that I went hiking in Zambales one day and I saw these mountains. So I took a picture and I thought they were pretty. But soon my friends started commenting that they're not so pretty because they're dead. The mountains have lost their topsoil. You can see in the comments, right? And so what I found out was that between 1900 and 2016, the country lost most of its forest. You can see that, most of its primary forest, right? And that has some effects on us, such as it gets hotter, left 10 degrees. Rain is no longer as regular because the forest brings in rain. That's why it's called a rainforest, right? And you can see here, if there are no trees, ang init, right? Look at the road on top, 33 degrees Celsius, and look at the road at the bottom, 66 degrees Celsius. This happens in every city in the Philippines. And when it gets hotter, farmers are the first to pay for it because when there's El Nino, there's drought, and drought kills crops. So imagine losing 1/3 of your income, annual income, just because of El Nino. That doesn't happen to most people who work in the city, but to a farmer in the countryside, that happens. And that's very painful. The other side is our rivers are starting to lose their water because of the decline of the forest, right? You can see here, some of the rivers have lost up to 75% of their water in the last 2 years. So wherever I go, from Zamboanga all the way up to Ilocos, you've got people who are running out of water. And so rather than planting 3 times a year, it becomes two, sometimes 1.5 crops left, right? Most of our farmers rely on natural or rain-fed irrigation. And with the lack of water in the summer, there's a surplus of water in the wet season because the storms have become much stronger, like this, right? And so trees are unable to absorb the water, and so there's massive flooding around the country, right? So I wanted to show you this quick video on what happens when you have a forest. So you look at these two videos, two boxes. The one on your left has no trees or no plants. And the one on the right has something planted in it. And you can see the box on the left is flowing. And the water's flowing quickly. It's coming from the top. It's bringing the soil. That's a flash flood, right? That's a landslide. Meanwhile, on the right side, they're watering it at the same pace, but the plants and its roots are holding the water in the ground, and they're holding the soil, and so the water coming out below is clean and it's coming out at a very slow pace, and even if it's not raining, it's still flowing. And that's what a river looks like, right? That's what waterfalls looks like, right? And the story I'm sharing takes place in this very area where I'm sitting, right, in Zambales. These are the pictures of the mountains here. And when there's no forest, there's no water. When there's no water, there's no produce. And when there's no produce, there's no livelihood. And so the forest really is a water issue, which is also an issue of how we live, right? And so we visited one community where, that same Aita community where I saw the mountains. And I wanted to plant trees to help out, right? And he said, pwede magtanim ng puno, pero walang pagkain. He was saying that he was so poor that if he planted today, he would not have enough money to feed his family, right? He has to really work every day to feed his family. And so what we did is a little different. Uh-oh. The whole thing, the video doesn't exist. But let me share with you what we did instead, right? So because we couldn't plant, because he couldn't plant, what I asked him to do was, you know what, let's do tourism instead, right? So here's what we, hold on, let me just share screen. All right, sharing. Here we go. This is what we did. We said, look, we'll help you with your earning. And so we gave them tours called Tribes and Treks, right? And we would rent their carabaos, they'd go on adventures. There's archery where they learn things. We did herbal medicine experiences in their farms, right, in the village. And then we worked with them so that they could cook the best of what they knew and share it with others, right? There was also dancing, taught to us by the kids and elders. And we started planting trees with them. Everything paid, so they would earn as well, right? So we included restoration in our business model. And Chieftain was saying, you know, when we finally succeeded with the tours, we were supposed to pay him some money, and he's, instead of taking the money, I was supposed to pay him several thousand pesos. He said, you know what, sir, huwag mo na ibigay sa akin kasi yan, pag binigyan mo akong pera, baka magastos ko sa load, sa 3-in-1 na kape, o sa sigarilyo. At hindi naman yan papakinabangan ng community ko ng matagal. So me, I thought, what do you need? Because, Chief, kailangan kitang bayaran kasi sabi mo nga, kulang kayo ng kabuhayan. No? And he said, kung babalik ka, magdala ka ng buto o binhi. Kasi yung lupaing ninuno namin, 3,000 hektarya, pero nakatiwangwang, walang laman. So I said, wow, this guy thinking long term, right? And so what we did first was to plant a lot of trees with them. So we started doing reforestation. No? And here, that area. We're going to start planting area over there. Hopefully over there. So we started planting, right? And as we planted, we realized we didn't have enough seeds as well for fruit trees. So we went to the Department of Agriculture and asked for seeds, right? The community presented, right? Here they're presenting to DA what they need, only to find out later on that even DA lacked seeds, right? They didn't have enough seeds. And so what we thought was, wow, even the national government is lacking in seeds because so many farmers need it, right? And how do we, so the question became, how do we do our part? And so what we did was we started eating fruits, making shakes, making smoothies, making cocktails, where we would save the seeds, right? And that's one of the activities that I hope you guys get to enjoy today. So with all that seed saving that we tried, I want to share with you what we were able to accomplish in the last couple of years. And mind you, it's not just seeds from fruits we eat, but also, you know, we'd get seeds from wherever we could, right? Here are the results. So that's what we did, right? And that's what brings us to the activity that I hope you guys enjoyed today, Sustainability Shakedown. Because the seeds you save, we hope we can receive them and we can plant them in the communities. And as you've seen in the video, citrus farm, we were able to do cashews, about over 10,000 cashew trees now. We're waiting for them to bloom. You can do so much with the power of nature, and it's up to people like us to find ways to harness that power for the better of people and planet, which is the balance that we always have to strike. So thank you guys, and have a great day making shakes. See you.